Alright, so in this one, I have a little rant. A big rant, actually, with this new banner. Now, look, this banner, these units aren't the most overwhelming thing. I think Nappa's very good. I don't think Nappa is the best unit in the game or anything like that, but I think he's very good. Nothing too crazy than what All-Star units should be. If you could, I guess, compare him, he'd be like a better, in a tier list version of God Topo. Like, God Topo would be like S tier. This, Nappa is also S tier, just a little bit higher, right? Higher than, like, Purple TKP, all these other 1% All-Star unit, any type of unit, Sparkings that have come out. And then Gohan. Now, Gohan is the point of this video and the main issue of this video. Gohan's not that great. Gohan at peak, like at pinnacle peak, won't do crazy damage. He'll do 110%. There is an effect of a character that also gets 110% damage inflicted at their peak. That character is Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. Gohan gets to that peak as well. That's his pinnacle, right? Nothing crazy. He has paper stats, paper defenses. He'll tank better in pre-revival than post-revival. But the problem is this. Revival. So, you look at Gohan's tags, right? And we can just look real quick. Right here, you see Hybrid, Sun Family, Kids, Regen, Namekian, and Super Warriors. Obviously, he's on Namekian, Super Warriors, and Regen because Piccolo, assist unit, right? When he revives, he loses those tags. Okay, so let me get something straight. He loses the tags. Now, this is probably preparing for a leader update, right? Because the leader update, you could just run him on any of those 6 teams, and he'd be working out fine, because leader update, he could be your leader unit, then boom, he'll rock on any of these teams, which I don't understand why even remove the tags in the first place at that point. But, nonetheless, why does Hybrids and Sun Family have another revival unit? I understand. You could say this guy's meant for Saiyan Saga, right? Sure. So how about this? Instead of Revival Gohan, another Revival Gohan in 3 months since the last Revival Gohan, right? And then prior to that, the last Revival Sun Family unit with Revival Goku, right? Last 3 revivals were all Sun Family. Why couldn't I get a TN? Since Revival doesn't have to be that the character dies and comes back, because Gohan, what the fuck does he do? He runs like a little kid and hides the entire fight. He kicks Nappa once, he does a weak-ass blast, and that's what he does against Nappa the entire fight. So why is this my unit? Since Revival doesn't have to be the unit dying itself, why didn't I get a Chatsu that blows up with his Revival and he goes into TN? Why didn't I get that? I've seen a lot of people defending this, where like, oh my god, he's meant for Saiyan Saga. No, you cannot complain. This is good. Saiyan Saga needed this. No, because listen. You know how people work? People function in a very linear way. So, you see the tag Hybrid Saiyan, and you realize, hey, Hybrid Saiyan's the best team in the fucking game. Oh, so let me run this unit on a Hybrid Saiyan, where they have, oh, let's count them, a 1, a 2, a 3 extra life team. Revival Gohan, LF Future Gohan, and hey, Revival Gohan again! It's like fucking the Matrix, where, oh, we just got this? Oh, we're getting it again. But we just got it, though. Oh, it doesn't matter. We have the suck-off of hybrids going for us in Dragon Ball Legends. Dude, it is so dumb. Because, like, it's not even like, look at revival units, right? So, he blew up, and he revives. That makes sense. Goku, he got murdered by Hit. He got a fucking punch through his heart, and he revived himself, given that was a stupid-ass episode. But it happened, right? It actually makes sense to the idea of reviving! Then we have Gohan. Both Gohans. I mean, movie Gohan, sure. He got knocked out. Okay. But that's not reviving, firstly. That's getting up. You get knocked out. You wake up. You're not dead. You woke up. A dead guy came through and fucking woke you up because he picked you up because he's your father. That doesn't even make full sense. But it makes more sense than I'm running away because I'm a scared little kid, and then this green man saves me from a blast because I can't move out of the way, and that is constituted as revival. This should have just been a duo. If they were going to make a Gohan and Piccolo just like this shouldn't have been a revival. This should have just been a generic-ass assist unit. Like, there is no revive function in this unit. There's no, like, oh yeah, remember that scene where Piccolo died because of Gohan, and then Gohan, like, revived from the ashes? No, Gohan, he got angry and he did a fucking Masenko from my fucking forehead. Like, what the fuck does this mean? And then again, you just, bro. The main problem isn't how good he is, right? That's not my issue that I'm complaining about. I'm complaining about the suck-off to tags that don't need the suck-off. If it were Tien and Chatsu, Super Warriors, Saiyan Saga, they are tags that need buffs. I know people will say, oh, but why would I run those tags? They're not good. No shit, they're not good! Why the fuck would you think they're good? They will get good if we get units that aren't replacing them, like this jackass here. This doesn't need to exist. Honestly, that should be an LF. That should be an LF. And the ultimate should just be that. It should be a Gohan fucking Piccolo assist unit. The first assist LF. Boom. Right there. That should be it. Nothing else. No revival. No bullshit gimmick. Gohan Piccolo assist. The LF is that scene where Piccolo sacrifices himself for Gohan. Then boom. Masenko. One-shot the opponent. That's it. No LF is really like that realistic, right? Like Vegeta Blue isn't realistic. Zamasu didn't fully happen his LF. A lot of LFs don't actually happen in the fucking show. Super Vegeta, for fuck's sake. He's just from a different game. Like, we could have just done that. Made this guy an LF somewhere along the line. You don't have to make a revival unit, bro. Like, there's no point for this Gohan to exist. Like, there's no attribute to anybody. Because he loses Super Warriors when he revives, so you can't run him. At least for the next, what is it? It's October. So October, November, December, January. Because leader update usually comes end of December, January, right? So the next 4 months, I can't run this guy on Regen Super Warriors or Namekian. I know. I'm not going to run fucking Namekian. Super Warriors, I could actually fucking use. You have Yajirobe, you have Krillin, you have Yamcha, Kamikolo, Legends Road Piccolo. Like, you have actually options there that makes it, like, at least a team that's cohesive enough to run. Maybe not fucking win every match, but runnable. I can't use that for 4 months. I can't use this guy in Regen. My first idea, when this Gohan got leaked, announced, everything, was Fat Boo, this Gohan, LF Piccolo. Would have been great. Would have been fucking cancer. Sure, whatever. Would have been great. Because I could have run a diverse team that's actually unique. And not, oh look, the preteen team. The angry, screaming child team. They just don't know what they're doing. They just don't know what they're doing. And again, the argument is, oh, they want to sell the units. Bro, people don't, okay. People will summon for units that aren't hype if their kits are good. An easy example would be, I can't even, it's so fucking stupid. An easy example would be like the females, right? We used to get Valentine's Day banners, female banner. No, not even the fucking female. You know, I won't even go there. Because the females, fuck it, right? They were busted, obviously. No one will buy them unless they were busted, right? Let's look at Android 21. Android 21. Who the fuck would give a shit about Android 21? No one. Android 21 was one of the best units in the game. Point blank period. That's it. People bought. People spent. Why can't you make a very good Tien Chatsu, a Krillin, a fucking Solo Piccolo, a Piccolo and Krillin? I don't know. Anything that doesn't relate to Goku's lineage or Goku's fucking race. Why can't you make something that isn't that when you have 15 other references? And honestly, this is the arc. Like, this is the Super Warriors arc. Sure, you could say Cell Saga, like, they are, you know, there and doing stuff, but They're not doing anything fucking useful. What the fuck is Yamcha doing against fucking Cell, right? He doesn't fucking fight Cell Jr. He gets his fucking... I'm pretty sure he's getting his fucking face kicked in by Cell Jr. He's not doing shit. Vegeta's fucking struggling against him. You think Yamcha's gonna do shit? Yamcha actually killed somebody in the Saiyan Saga. He killed a Cyberman. Krillin killed 5 fucking Cybermen. Piccolo, the thing he covers to save Gohan, can't even fucking speak. Cover into is the strike cover where he saves Gohan, where Gohan's running away from a Cyberman and he saves him. That could have just been a solo thing, a solo blue card that Piccolo had on his own as a solo individual unit. But no. It's Gohan, bro. It's so silly. It's so silly. Because the whole concept is just... I don't even know. I don't even know the reason for a Gohan to release. You know, if it weren't a revival, it'd be okay. Like, honestly, I'd be like, oh my god, another hybrid. Firstly, if it was just a normal-ass non-revival, he wouldn't even be used. Like, you're not going to use this guy in core hybrids. Let me get that straight. Purple, red, yellow. Revival Gohan, Future Gohan, FSK. That is your core. You're not going to run this guy. Maybe you want to run him on bench because he's a green option if you have, like, double blues to go up against. But you don't fucking need that, because you have Future that can go neutral when someone's dead, FSK goes neutral and nukes when someone's dead, and Purple doesn't give a fuck, and he's Revival, right? You're not going to replace anybody with this guy. But it's just the fact that other teams needed help so much more, and if we're doing this Saga-based buffs, because it seems like it, right? We got the Frieza Saga, we did Saga-based buffs for them. We got the Saiyan Saga. Assumingly, this is the end of the Saiyan Saga, right? We're not getting anything else. And we get... Vegeta's fine, because Vegeta doesn't need to be on Saiyans, right? Saiyans is crazy. And Vegeta wants to be on Frieza Force and other teams. Saiyan Saga more than Saiyans, right? He wants to be on Frieza Force and Saiyan Saga more than Saiyans, truly. Just from experience, from using him, from understanding the character. The problem is, this Gohan isn't in that boat. This Gohan does not want to be only Saiyan Saga. This Gohan does not want to be only Sun Family. No. This Gohan, just like every other hybrid, will peak on hybrids. When you have the #1 team in the game, and you have to buff it with another broken mechanic, what are you doing? Truly, what are you doing? Are you doing it on purpose? Are you intentionally trying to ruin your game? Because look, I'll be honest. Look at PvP. Just look. The ranking, right? That's not that much RP. Truly, that's not. This is on Friday. I'm recording this, and 9.7. Sure, it's a lot, but if you were to look back just months ago, 9.7 on a normal season would be around 800 to 900, maybe 1,000 on this type of day. Like on a, about to start the weekend, people are going to start their grind soon. This would be like barely in the top 1,000. Maybe, to be generous, it'd be like top 700. People aren't playing your game when you're making stupid decisions. And yet, I don't think they understand that, because every decision they've made recently is just stupid when it comes to units to release. Like, they gave a God Key buff when God Key didn't need a buff. They gave a hybrid buff when hybrids didn't need a buff. Well, the God Key buff is arguable, right? God Topo, he offers a different sense of team. Like, God Topo and Vegeta they build a different team. But again, God Key didn't need the buff. Like, it's the most accessible team in the game. They didn't need the buff. They already had a team. There's other teams that could have needed it, and other units that could have got, like, units from Rival Universe type of setting, or at least Tournament Power type of setting, right? And then they do this with hybrids. It's like a slap in the face. Like, they don't know what's going on. Like, they say they play the game, right? And I believe they play the game. I believe they play the game at BR30, at BR40, at BR45. I believe they have never, and I don't know if I can fucking attest to this, I believe these devs have never looked at the top ranks. Because I didn't look at this but I guarantee you Hybrids is here. A lot. A fucking ton. Oh look, Hybrid, 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 Hybrid. You get it? Do you guys get it? Do you guys get it? Do you guys get it? Look at this! hybrids, and you gave us a buff to it? Look right here in this image. This is hybrid, hybrid, hybrid. I'm assuming Sun Family, right? Am I right? No, it's Saiyan. Sorry, the other best tag in the game than hybrids. Does that seem like a good idea to only buff the best team? Because it's not. I want to run diversity. You know, people will say this, and I agree with it to 100%. The most fun thing in this game is having different teams to be able to run, right? Like, I can run Powerful Opponent. I'm in a circumstance where I'm able to run it because, you know, I got these LF's high stars, and it's an LF-centric team, and I'm grateful of that. And some people can't run different teams. Because of how Legends works is the problem. Not because they spend on the wrong banner, not because of this, but it's so easy to just main one team. And I don't even fault the people that main hybrids. I just fault the devs for being so incompetent, so stupid. Legitimately, it's just stupidity. Because you're not thinking if you're releasing back-to-back revival units within a 3-month span. Anniversary was 3 months ago, right? Was it? Well, Gohan released 3 months ago. At least July, right? Gohan released in July, I think. Early, middle July, whatever the fuck. He released in July. 3 months, we got 2 revival units. And they're both on the same fucking team. And it's like... It just feels like a troll. This doesn't feel like it's something that's really happening. Because there's no defending it, right? They can't even, like, walk back, like, a statement being like... If they were, like, to cover, like, oh, why did we release another hybrid that's a revival unit? Another hybrid in general, but nonetheless a revival unit. Why'd they release it? They wouldn't be able to say anything. There's nothing to say. It's like, oh, I made the mistake. It's a fuck-up. This shouldn't exist. This shouldn't exist. Like, look at this. Just look. Hybrids. This shouldn't be a thing. Like, it really. And the thing is, people will main this team. Because it's the easiest team to main. You really don't have to chase that hard. Revival, you only need him at 3 stars to him be useful. Future Gohan doesn't need to be high stars. FSK, oh my god, it's going to be so hard to Zenkai, the fucking first LF in the game. No, I'm not counting Beerus because Beerus is just an LL, Legends Limited. He got an LF later on, obviously, with Zenkai. The first legitimate LF in the game. Who's not going to have him Zenkai? And then you can exchange tickets to get him Zenkai. He's been on 1 million banners so you can Zenkai him. It's not like they're not giving you opportunity to Zenkai Gohan. And yeah, it's so easy to main. And even this new Gohan, you pull him once from a daily, by the mission plan, you can 6-star him within a week. They make it so accessible to main such a brain-dead, broken, bullshit team. Hybrids right now have endurance, so 2 lives, right? Most units you're running nowadays don't nullify endurance unless it's on their ultimate, and you don't really want to waste your ultimates on just 1 life. I mean, maybe, but a lot of circumstances you don't, right? So they have endurance. Revival. 6 lives. It's just silly. Like, really, it's just... They just released a different unit, a different anything, literally any other character from that arc. And there's a ton of other characters they could have released because the other characters become useless as Dragon Ball goes on and on and on. Because by the end of fucking Z, who the fuck is fighting? Tell me. Who the fuck that's a Super Warrior is fighting? Tien ain't doing shit. Piccolo ain't a fucking Super Warrior and he ain't doing shit. Krillin's got a fucking wife and he a fucking kid. He ain't doing shit! And you give us this. You give us this fucking nonsense. When these characters, when we get into these further sagas, will not get units. Sure, I could see a Sparking Tien that does the, Kiko Hover Cell in second form, like everyone wants. I could see that happening. But, honestly, with this, with how they did, like, dude, I can't even speak, I'm so flustered. With how they dealt with releasing a Gohan over anyone else in this circumstance, at this time frame, I don't even think they'd release it. Like, I would hope, right, that fucking one iconic moment of Tien in all of Z releases. I mean, in fucking, Saiyan Saga, he had a pretty iconic moment. Given he didn't do really much, he at least fucking tried to. It's better than a kid getting angry, who also did nothing. But hey, I can honestly see them just skipping over that Tien. I hope not. I really hope not. Like, I think that team kind of deserves buffs. The Cell Saga at least, if not Super Warriors. I could just see them skipping it for, like, a Goku that saves Tien. How Goku IT's over, picks up Piccolo's corpse. Well, not dead corpse, but corpse, because he, like, got shot up by Cell. And then Tien, who is leaking from doing the Key co-host so much. I could just see them being a Goku. And that's it. Like, maybe you start as Tien, then boom, revive into Goku. I could see that. And it's sad. It's sad! Because that's not even a revival! Oh my god, the man fainted! We're in a fighting anime! No shit, people are gonna faint. You're telling me everyone that faints is gonna get a fucking revival? Oh no, my fucking precious birder is fainted. He's ass up, fucking down on the ground, and then Vegeta's about to kill him. Psych! Revival into Ginyu. Like, what the fuck? Like, that's a situation that's actually gonna happen. Some dumbass fucking character that no one gives a shit about is just gonna keep getting stuff that we don't want. It actually would be pretty fucking interesting, though, because it'd actually be a buff to a tag that wants buffs, and not a fucking hybrid, and not a Saiyan. But hey, Legends! Why do something correct, right? I mean, you can do all these updates that are seemingly, bettering the game, but why do something actually correct to actually buff something that needs help, right? Like, and please don't tell me about the leader update. Again, I already mentioned this, but if you think the consolation to this being a hybrid is the leader update, oh, I can run him on regen in 4 months. Whoa! When he's irrelevant because his Gohan's fucking paper and he does nothing at all. It's just the fact that he's a revival unit is what makes him tedious. Great! Revival Goku 2.0, I love it. And this guy's even worse than Revival Goku, actually. Like, it's just so silly. Like, I'm not even complaining that he is good. Like, he's not even good! But he's just so tedious to exist when we had so many other options, so many better options, so many things that actually could have helped the game become diverse more than it already is. Because the game, really, it is diverse, right? I'm complaining about these hybrids here, but look, you have fucking Saiyans, you have Regen, you have God Key, you have other teams, right? Maybe not the most diversity, because they're all fucking, Goku's the main guy there, or if not Gohan, which I understand, Goku's the main guy in the show, I get it, but other teams do exist. There is diversity in the game, but it's that hybrids are like here, and it's like, okay, Saiyans are like here, and let's say Frieza Force, which I think is actually pretty fucking good. I think it's like a top 10 team in the game. Frieza Force is like you can't even see, like, it's touching the ground. Like, this is the ceiling. Frieza Force as number 10 touches the ground. All the teams above it are like here. Like, this is a number 3 team compared to hybrids and Saiyans. You get it? The teams that don't need help are getting the most help. It is a silly, dumb idea, and yet Legends doesn't understand that that's the case. They think it's smart to buff the same tag constantly. Why? Who the fuck knows? Really, who the fuck knows? I don't disagree that we should have got this character, but this timing, oh Legends, you are fucking stupid on this timing. If there's any other time you could have released this character, literally any. When hybrids dies down, release more hybrids. When Saiyans dies down, release Saiyans. When we had Kid Goku Zenkai die down, Saiyans wasn't meta, right? Then we had Angel Vegeta come in and save the day. Okay, he saved the day. All they needed was support unit. So why did we get 30 more Saiyans for the team? We didn't need it. We didn't need any of that. Why did we get another revival hybrid when we already have a revival hybrid? Why did we get another? Is there a premise? Is there a point? Is there any logical reasoning to give us something that we already have? Once again, for the same exact teams. Nothing different on the teams. Because again, he loses the tags. So fucking stupid. Good, you gave us a great Nappa. I'm happy. You gave us somebody that has no fucking show in any fucking, other game and actually is useful. Very good. Down of applause. But then you shit on yourself by giving us a fucking Gohan, just as an overall thing, a Gohan, because, people love hybrids, and then a revival on top of that. You make one step forward, and then you made 30 back by giving us something nobody wants to see. You main hybrids, you probably don't even use this guy. So why the fuck does he exist? Just for what? For nothing. To waste a slot. He is a unit that shouldn't exist and should be replaced by someone that actually could have been good, by someone that actually could have been runnable, and actually usable on teams that need the help. But instead, he's worse than a fucking Cyberman. This Gohan is worse than a Cyberman. You know why? Because can my Gohan do 4 million damage on an explosion and give me death buffs? No. My Cyberman blew up a 14-star Turbo Power 17 with optimal equips, everything. He did 4 million damage. Can this fucking Gohan do that? What the fuck does this Gohan offer me besides the stupidest gimmick in the game known as Revival? What does he offer? He's toned down because of hybrids. So he's dog shit. That's it. It's that simple. But they sold him. So you sell somebody that's toned down, and you think that's smart? So don't make the fucking unit for that tag! Just make it this character for these other tags, and you can actually make them a runnable unit, right? Whoa, logic behind that, right? You make a unit that deserves fucking show and buffs 2 tags that need the buffs, and you make him good. It's like what they did with Nappa. Oh my goodness! Like, the fucking devs are fucking stupid on this, man. Like, there is no reason he should exist. There's no reason. It pisses me off because it's like, dude, you just wasted our time. I literally pulled this guy and I was like, great, I had to show him off. And he felt like shit, and he still feels like shit. I used him earlier with fucking Piccolo. And Saiyan Saga, Saiyan Saga's actually a good team. I want to use Cybermen over this Gohan. A free 14-star I want to use over a summonable Revival unit. The only thing he offers is Revival. You take that out of his kit, he's worse than Bootanks. He's worse than Yellow Broly. He's worse than all these characters. And it's sad that they just have to feel the need to nerf units and make them so mediocre, but yet the mechanic of Revival saves the day. Oh my goodness! If Revival didn't exist, these units would be dog shit. So fucking trash, it'd be insane. It's the same thing with Angel Vegeta and Vados. If they didn't do so much, more Vados than Angel Vegeta, but same thing with both of them because they both do the same thing. If they didn't heal as much as they do, they wouldn't even be sought after. They'd be one of the worst units in the game. Sure, give them a different gimmick, but healing is such a broken ability with units that have such fucking HP equips, health restore, HP benches, and I don't know how we got to the spot of every team being a fucking healing team. But you take them off these 2 units right here, Vados and Angel Vegeta, they are useless. They aren't runnable, they are nothing at all. And you won't even run them. It's the same thing with Revival units. Maybe more with, this Gohan and Revival Goku and Cell. Gohan Purple is just a fucking different wildebeest because he doesn't give a fuck. He's actually gaining something by reviving, right? Cell gains a little bit of damage. He doesn't do anything crazy. He's still a fucking squishy idiot. Clapku, what does he do? What does he do? He has to get tapped 37 times for him to do a lot of damage. Good job. That's not going to happen because people know how to read kits, right? Gohan, he has 30 counts of 110% damage inflicted. Woohoo! You don't even make these units good. You just know the mechanic is so busted and there's no counterplay to it yet that you make every Revival unit just shittier than the last. What's the point of having it then? There's going to be a unit. Spoiler alerts, guys! Spoiler alerts! There's going to be a unit that nullifies Revival, and it's going to be an LF, and guess what? It's probably coming by Black Friday. And guess what? These units won't matter, and you're going to have to summon for a premium LF unit and have to pull him to cancel all these Revivals. And that's how the game's going to work. It's the same thing with Endurance. People thought Endurance was broken because, oh my god, a second life, wow! Yeah, imagine you have to stop your combo during a second life. That's revival. That's literally the only difference. And you can't nullify it yet. Except this Gohan, oh my god, I could Cybermen nuke him. Yeah, he's not even fucking worth the Cybermen nuke. I could just two-card him with fucking Cybermen. Like, he's not even fucking worth it. But yet they feel the need to just release this shit. Like it's a fucking blessing to us. No, it's not a blessing. It's the biggest negative you could have done. And good job, Legends. You released the Nappa, and you released the Gohan to go with alongside him. I again can't even speak. It's just so stupid. And you think it's a good idea. It's not. It's one of the stupidest ideas Legends has ever done. And I will never understand why they feel the need to do random bullshit that everyone's going to dislike. Maybe they want controversy. Maybe Legends is like a fucking thirsty girl, right? Like it wants fucking attention. It's seeking attention. So, we'll release a Gohan so we have controversy. Is that it? Is that it? Do you like, are your rating, like, are your like watch times on your fucking video and stuff's that low that you need like controversy to like stir up so like people are like, grr, Gohan, grr! Like, is that what you guys need? Like, I don't get it. Like, your game is shitting on itself. Why would you do that? Release a character that needs buffs for these tags. It's that simple. But a Gohan is what came out. Do you follow that logic? Is that sound? Is that something smart? No? Oh! So why the fuck did it happen? I could go on and on, honestly, but I'll just stop there. Let me know what you guys think of this Gohan releasing. If you are a hybrid main, you are probably going to disagree with this video and be like, oh my god, you're complaining about nothing. You're wrong. Sorry. You're factually wrong. There is no benefit to this Gohan releasing. Again, if you disagree with that, I'm not saying you can't have your opinion. I'm saying that you're wrong. There is no benefit. I'm sorry. Sorry if you disagree with that, but there is no benefit to this guy releasing. He is just a placeholder for when revival units can be canceled, and then boom. This Gohan will never see the light of day. You'll never use him. He'll never be runnable. He is worse than a free fucking character. And he has a broken mechanic. Let that sink into your head. A free character counters him and is better than him. That's the unit that released in the game. Great job, Legends. I'll see you guys in the next one.